Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Slipways, where today we're setting foot in the campaign for the first time. I do not exactly know what to expect here. We can probably play this on challenging. Okay, it redrops the levels, but it doesn't actually seem to change anything. Alright, a new mineral with strange space-time altering properties has been discovered here. Who wouldn't want to bend space-time? Nope, I unselected it somehow. Deposits of a previously unknown mineral have been discovered in this sector. Some sources indicate that it was once used by the forebears. Ooh. You are tasked with establishing a mining operation in the sector and investigating the properties of this mineral. You have 25 years to mine 140 Isium and invent one Isium-related technology. It can be mined from deposits scattered across the planets. Whenever you upgrade an Isium mine to the next level, you get $10. You know, money is tight enough at the beginning on challenging that I actually care about that. And we will earn scoring resource based on the total amount of Isium mined in the sector and how early we complete all the mission goals. Okay, I do wish that there was a little bit more information here, like exactly how Isium is mined. You know, like what is the resource that goes in? Do we just use people like minerals, or what do I think we want? I mean, if it's mining focused, it does feel like the Bakar are a Okay, we get to see the Isium text ahead of time here. So Isium mines make 1 unit of energy for every 2 units of Isium they produce. That seems... Okay, so it's a tier 2 technology, 22 cost. I mean, it doesn't seem bad. Does everybody have one? Tier 2, 26. Delivering Isium increases trade income. That's fine. Unlocks the ability to use Isium to make people and food on the otherwise unsettleable planets. That is a little bit more compelling. Delivering Isium to a people planet makes 2 science. Oh, actually, I like that a lot. And then, once their basic needs are met, Isium-producing planets make 1 extra unit of Isium for each additional robot or water they receive. Okay, so we might reasonably take it that you use robots and water to mine them. If one of the scoring criteria is the speed with which you get to that 140-point threshold, this does seem like it will help you get there faster. So I'm inclined to stick with that. Energy is good, and then, like, what else did we... Make money is kind of unimpressive. Yeah, I do like that as well. I mean, that's kind of cool in theory. It's so hard to know ahead of time whether that's a thing we want. Now, the Dender do have prosperity, which obviously is extremely powerful. Although I guess we don't actually know if we're going to be scored on the normal scoring criteria or not. It may not matter how many worlds we get to prosperous. Because, like, the major benefit of this is not so much, you know, during game economic. It's the number of stars that prosperous planets are worth in the end. I think let's go the other way. Let's go Vittori. Let's try this. Because I do think that additional science is a pretty good thing. It turns out I like science a lot. It's a thing I have strong feelings about. So 10 science at the start of the scenario versus scientific fleet, I think it's interesting at least. I don't think it's as clear cut as the money one. Because science, late game science still does actually have value. This is the multi-purpose factories. Forge Worlds produce more of their thing. This might be good. I kind of like just get more stuff. Like, Forge Worlds are so valuable, and you never see enough of them, right? Even last game, I feel like we saw a lot, and I was still desperate. This is cool too, though. No, let's take efficient, and then, like, scholars versus scientific fleet. Is there a technology that we really want to nail down immediately? We won't quite have enough for geothermals, but we could get geothermals pretty quickly. We could pick up solar farm immediately, and potentially, yeah, okay. I think we're gonna start with the plus 10. All right, let's give this a go. So we are to mine 140 Isium, build one of the Isium related technologies. The cheapest one that we picked was at just 10, right? And then 17, like, this is the one that I think I want most. And we want to get Isium refinement 2, probably. But it's not a super high immediate priority. Okay, so what are my actual scoring things? Okay, these are the things at the bottom of this tooltip are thresholds for each scoring point. So we only need to get 9 planets to prosperous to max out on this, which is doable. It's definitely something we're still going to have to focus on. Legendary planets count as 2. Complete council tasks. Usually we get 6 done. That seems very doable. Maximum happiness threshold is 140. Based on the total amount of Isium mined in your sector. Well, don't we necessarily have to have at least 140? Oh, maybe this means your per turn Isium income? That's definitely not what it says. If that is what is meant, they need to clean that up. And how early you complete the mission goals. So 3469 is okay. But that's just the mission goals. Yeah, it's just getting to 140. Okay, that's interesting. We can roll with that. So, I guess let's start scouting. It sure does look like we want to go up top. There's a lot of just barren, empty space down here. Okay, so that world has Isium. And it is robots and then robots in water. Okay. Well, we have a source of robots, and a place where you can put robots to get water out, and a place where you can get the minerals to make the robots out of. That's potentially a very interesting start. Do I want to just commit to that, actually? I sort of do. I sort of just want to get the Isium stuff up as quickly as possible. Maybe I'm going to end up regretting that. It could end up being kind of ugly. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to commit. So do that, and then... bam, 2 Isium right away. Hold on, can I... no, I looked already, shoot. Well, I guess it didn't actually change anything, so we definitely want to grab this, right? And then get a mineral-producing planet to successful should actually be fairly easy, because we already have the water necessary for that. I guess these are the same mission, right? Because it's a remnant world that produces minerals. Whose things do I want first? Yours? Because I think the Vittori missions are usually not too difficult. We can pick up one of those later. So let's start talking about trying to settle some people, because we're gonna need somebody to operate this mine. Okay, chips and food. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. It takes robots to generate... that's awkward. I really wish that either one of these was people making biomass so that we could just use the primordial world for our food. So we don't really want to use this arid world for anything else anyway. We don't have another source of minerals, and we can't get the minerals over to there. So I'm a little reluctant to jump into making this robots to create food. Can you reach that? Oh, you totally can. Okay, well then that's the solution. Robots here. Make food here. Which makes people here. Which then connects that up. And then I cut this off from the water, but we can fix it. Here's a question, I guess. Do I want to make it so that the water goes here first? I think I kind of do. Let's re-space these. So connect to that. Create the need for water. Then connect this here. Because we do only need the one food for right now. And now all we have to do is dispose of those minerals. And we have a successful world. So of course we are given no ability to do that. And I just end up making a lab. Yep. Oh, can't afford. Right, I was like, hold on a second, that's definitely in range. But right, it's early days here in our challenging game, and that means money is still a problem. Okay, we need to increase the number of robots. Oh, just trying to move the camera. Let's look around over here a little bit. So delivering more robots to this does not help yet. Unless we pick up some Isium refinement. Are we in the position to take the... No, not really. The chips make energy technology is not valuable to us just yet. Although it could be soon. If we can find a place to actually make any chips, that is. So, we don't have a source of food over here yet. Ugh, and we're not going to get one, apparently. That's a bummer. We can't get any robots over here because of the stupid mineral world. People to water gets us the upgraded mine and everything, but it doesn't really solve any of the problems we are actually having. Okay, a compelling reason to make this a robot world for sure. Should I just do it and try to sort out... I mean, it's going to be really tough to just sort it out later. But I guess it does complete a task in addition to the other thing. So I'd really like to do this. And then 2 more mineral producing worlds to successful when we don't even have any. I guess we're not that far off on this one. We do need chips. But also, we're pretty much done with this world already, because we just connected here, and yeah, alright. In fact, we just connected here, right? Damn money. Haunts me in real life, and now it's haunting me in my video games. Okay. I'm gonna grab solar superconductors. We're gonna want it eventually. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm getting all distracted and stuff. We should make these connections as early as possible, right? So... I'm allowed to go back to here. Actually, we can go back even one more step. Because I should make this happen now. Connect... Connect you and you. Get that incoming. And then we can go do other stuff. So we know we want to do that. If we run minerals from here to there, it does get us most of the way to this quest goal. It does not necessarily give us, unfortunately, the ability to easily cap this world out, though. Do kind of like doing it. So I'm going to do that for right now. We'll worry about getting water to this one presently. As soon as we get some food to this world, we'll be able to do that. Okay, and then we still need to get minerals to here as well. Do we see any? No. Alright. So we'll probably have to do like a, yeah, if we can get energy on that world, that will cut it. This is not the case, though. This would allow us to do the conversion on lava worlds. I don't know that we'll have the chips over here to do it, but at least it is possible in theory. Okay, minerals and... well... so we have no way of generating robots. This is grim. I am gonna grab this. We're just like, we are super, super desperate for chips. Alright. Nope, you gotta actually press the buttons to make the thing happen. So we will just pay for the minerals on both of these worlds with the energy. There you go. Chips and robots in, chips and robots out. Easy. And then... we really do need to deal with this. We need to set up another lab. We need to get 10,000 resources over here. Alright. Wow. Weird. Why is that more expensive than the other two options? Let's have a look over here as well. Wow. Okay. I mean, the compulsion to just go robot here is obviously pretty strong. I'm really worried, though, about everything. Literally everything that's occurring and how bad it all is. Yeah. Can I run this? I should run this, right? That's just more trade income. At a moment when we still need it pretty badly. Okay, so we need to be looking for sources of stuff. My guess is we're probably not mining Isium from all these worlds, because we're going to need some of them to just set up the very basics of this exchange. Although it looks like actually we will be given no opportunity to do that, no matter what we do. Yeah, the way this all turned out, like we would need to harvest this world or something. Do we have a way of doing... no. We could... okay. We could take this technology and mineralize that ice ball. That's an option. We also need another science still. So is there any place... Well, I mean, no. There's no place where we have spare workers. So I would love to study something. But we're going to have to get some workers before we can do that. So, if we send one robot down here... Actually, can I just move the food? Yes, the food totally reaches this world. Here I would also need chips, which we do not have easy access to. I think I want to do it here, even though that world could, in theory, mine Isium. Alright, so now we have some population. I need to increase my science output by 1. I mean, we could just, like, set up a lab over here and study a chip. It does suck to do that, though. Like, we're about to flip over a new year, and also, like, we're not in a place where we can afford to pay for labs very much. Okay. Alright, so really, really awful outcomes. We don't see any more mining worlds over here. That doesn't mean there aren't any. We'd have to set up the colonization here anyway, so we're not going to get that income this year. Maybe what we do is make this a chip place too, and we just build a better lab. And we'll figure out the rest of the resources later. But this at least lets us build a lab that is some value. And then we gotta destroy some asteroids for money, because, like, desperate for cash. At least our Isium is coming in. You know, we're accumulating something. Sadly, we needed 2 more science right then and there at that year, and no such luck. So we would need $19 to make that even worth doing. Is that... Nope, it does not touch this. Well... This is rough. It is a rough lot of money. Okay, we're gonna take this. Set that up. Send a robot in, get at least a little bit more money. Get mineral seeding. Mineralize is quite expensive. But we do need it very badly. Alright, and unfortunately, now we're just stuck. How much money does this cost? 3. Aha! Alright, that's a good amount of extra trade value. That's helpful. You would flip if we gave you 1 import or export. Okay, well that doesn't actually help because there's no water left in this thing anyway. And we are not going to get Genesis Project this game, so we can't build an extra... Yeah, alright, we'll have to figure out something for this later. I don't know what we're gonna do. But that's a little bit of extra money, that's nice. And then... Do we just pass now? Just pass on to the next turn? Because I think we have to. Ah, nope, we do have another asteroid over here. So we can do a little bit more work. So that setup is 8. So you need 18 to make that work. Sadly, settling it and then blowing up this asteroid only gets us to 17 total. It'd still be $1 short. We can send robots to this world to make that... Oh no, sorry. This isn't the world that could become prosperous. Still, it's not a bad idea. We need 16 in total for that. Do we have one more asteroid that's like close enough to... No, we don't. No, we do not. Well, okay, you know what? Actually, settling the world is going to make it... is going to push us into the next year anyway. So we can get an extra one there. You need even more incomes. Now we have a little bit of money to work with. You can push that world to successful and try to clear this. And then this would need water, which we cannot easily get. I mean, as easily as we can get that, right? Or over here, this one needs water and an additional place to pay out. Okay. I don't necessarily feel bad about just setting up additional robot worlds, right? We don't have, no, we don't have repurpose. So we're going to have a hard time getting goods to a lot of these people worlds. I guess the other thing I can do is, people to water to the mine, and then this can just be something else. But if we do that, we still can't use it to get goods back here, because we'll have blocked it off with a slipway. We could just make this a chip world, because chip worlds are good and versatile out in the open. Alright, so that gets us that. Invent 2 new technologies is free. Get a mineral producing world to prosperous is maybe doable. Are you on enough? No, you still need 2 more imports. You only need 1, but none of your neighboring planets are anywhere near ready. You need 2 and 3 neighboring planets. Yeah. So we're really not close on that. 2 more Forge Worlds to successful is probably more doable. Alright, and then let's invent one of our 2 new technologies. And I'm going to make it this so as to help us with the other new technologies. Alright, so we should probably go ahead and make that happen. And then we're just trying to level up Forge Worlds. I mean, obviously, we can't get the chips that we want back to there. We still don't have chips for this, and we do not have the technology that makes chips on Mineral Worlds. So we're in just sort of a really awkward place. Do I want to try to pull minerals out of here and just hope for Forge Worlds down there? I mean, I don't really want to send the signal right now, right? I want to settle on a world down here and then send the signal. This is going to be... Well, I can get the biomass. Again, it's a robot issue. All right, I'm gonna do the single signal probe, which always feels terrible, and it turns out always is terrible. Yeah, that was pretty awful. If we could just get like 1 or 2 sources of chips going, everything turns around. We have so much ability to turn chips into energy. Okay, now that's interesting. Of course, it had to be a world that needs people to make chips and not a world that uses minerals to make chips, which would have been trivial for us to fix. And in fact, so we make chips here, turn this into an energy factory, send the energy back here to make this planet functional, which lets us attach people here. It doesn't solve this problem. But we can hope that there's more going on beyond that. It doesn't help us with any of our goals either, but that's not really a problem we can solve right now. Yeah, okay. Alright, Jesus. What a nightmare. And it turns out there are no worlds anywhere around this thing. We are just like permanently doomed. It actually really sucks. What do we do? Okay, turning this on would actually be very strong. I did skip right past Isium refinement, and we're gonna skip right past Isium study, but I think we got ourselves into a place where subatomic cracking is critical, and we don't have time to mess with anything else. So at the end of the year, we can do that. That accomplishes one of our goals and puts us in a not terrible place overall. Then we're already at 4 council tasks, so we don't need to push too much harder on this. We do need to... It's just, there's so much dead space around a lot of our stuff. Like, we just have empty everything. I desperately need chips. Okay, let's test these over here. Okay. Damn it. Of course we can't reach the minerals. So we make this into an energy producer. We won't have a source of water. Yeah, it's a shame that this is the world that the Forge world can reach and not that one. Because I would love to use energy as robot here to make water, and then... Well, I mean, we can do that with the energy. But then we don't have a source of actual robots to start the mining. And the energy is only... The water is only useful once the robots are already in place, right? We need to make 2 Forge Worlds successful? Can you reach the Forge World? No, you cannot. Really? No, that totally works. Huh. Oh, we're not being shown a connection there because it doesn't understand how the math works on the thing. But yeah. If we do this and this, send that to here, send this up to here, we get to upgrade this world to... prosperous for free, because it then pays the energy back. And... Alright, that's going to help with a lot of our problems. So, do we now turn this into a water world? So we provide water here and potentially water there, and we'll just, you know, we'll have to find robots from somewhere else. I don't love that, but I also don't really think we have much of a choice. And then we have some Isium mines that we can have pay off some planets in some places. No, of course not. Phooey. Well, this one makes this world successful immediately. Which gets us that. Increase your total production of energy by 5 units. I would love to do that, actually. Also, get a Forge World to Prosperous. That one's not so far off. It needs 2 more outputs and one more high tier world. I mean, that might happen. So if we... That's a tricky one. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do this. We need to get another source of robots over to here or a source of energy over to there. I don't really know how we're going to do either of those things. I think we are going to take these two, though. Increasing the supply of energy is definitely a thing that we already have a vested interest in. What do I want to do? I probably just want to send one of these to this planet as energy, or as minerals. Okay, there is a mineral world close enough to send stuff. And we have more energy that we can produce. So what? This energy ends up over here to help us create people. Can this world reach the primordial? It can. Okay, so... I probably want this world to be producing food. Can I do it that way? I'd have to send the energy from here. No, sorry, this definitely doesn't work. We can't use this to produce for here because we're starting the process by drawing a line like that. Yeah, awkward. Very awkward stuff. Well... This Forebear Ruin is not close enough to any world that can do anything of value. I'm not sure if we're allowed to send energy here. The only thing I'm hesitating on here is whether or not I can afford to send this energy to there. I don't know that it actually helps us to have an extra water in this area. I'm just thinking, you know, it would be fun to have more connections. This world would immediately have 3 successful neighbors. Although it's not helping other worlds out, really, because the Isium mines cannot go to, they cannot go to Prosperous anyway. So yeah, we probably just do this. That's fine. And then this energy can end up over here somewhere. You need 1 import or export, which we're not going to have a hard time delivering robot to make thing happen. That's a pretty straightforward task, and that gets us our 1 prosperous Forge World. So, We definitely still want to do this. I want to produce thing. But since we no longer need to feed this stuff up there, what we're really looking for is just a place where I can make robots, right? Okay, interesting. Please tell me... Okay, Forge Worlds. Really, really awkward Forge Worlds. Because, like, I want to make this energy go to a world that will produce robots for the purpose of sending a robot back immediately and getting another energy. And then, you know, we mine out planet with that. And setting up another functional Isium mine gets us another energy. But the way this laid out, we actually can't do that. And it really sucks. Well, alright, we can do this, I suppose. So what's the best way to do this? I would rather have this be a geothermal plant, right? There's no reason that we need minerals. Yeah. So we just connect this here, throw that in there. Make this into Robot World. Send this down here for many more robots. Make that an Isium mine. And does it make more sense to send this up here as pretend people for the purpose of delivering water, or do we just want to make that... We just make that connect directly, right? Okay, so that creates another energy. And then... we could send that energy back down here, or we could like sort of probe deeper into the galaxy with it. What do we have here? Oh, I should definitely pick up self-hosting AI before the year ends. Yeah, that's just free technology. Well, I'll tell you what, we're not getting this done before we reach 3469. Very inconvenient. Okay, that solves that. It turns out energy. Energy is very powerful. And then... I guess I should do a little more scouting out here. Okay, so we revealed nothing. And then we just send Robot down here to make food. And that's how we finish the other quest. It feels like a waste. We're not gonna be able to use that food for anything really. We don't actually have a source of chips over here. But yeah, we wanna get that task done. Okay, so we do not need tasks anymore. Actually, we didn't even need those tasks. So what actual rewards are there? There's this one. This is the only real reward, because legacy points don't do anything. But I guess I gotta take... we don't care if these are unfinished. Right? So I guess, yeah, whatever. But I would like the tech discount, if we can get it. So get a remnant to prosperous. Probably doable. We have lots of remnant worlds, and... some of them are in positions to make a thing like that happen. You need lots more useful friends. But also, we need lots of Isium. So that's a pretty high priority. It really sucks that we just straight up cannot produce water down there. And we're trying to have 140 happiness at the end of this. Are you close enough to... no. We cannot feed any energy from this plant up in that direction. That's a shame. Because what I kind of want to do here is... That does not connect. Shoot. What I kind of want to do here is make one of these two mine to Isium and then send the resulting energy over to this world to unsatisfy it. But it turns out it doesn't actually solve any of my problems anyway. But that would make one more friendly neighbor for this world. We deliver water to that. Like, we want this to be true so badly that I'm just going to make it true. And then, does that mean that this needs to be robot? Or do we send it here? Can I connect those? The answer is yes. This thing is causing a lie, but yeah, the real answer is yes. So planets and structures, does this work on the Isium? Let's find out. It totally does. That probably makes that very important to do. Yeah, that's that's actually wonderful. So this is going to harm our overall happiness, and we don't have mind control. But we can eventually just send a person there as a robot. That's neat. Yeah, maybe that's my plan. Alright. Otherwise, that's never going to happen. And then we just got to get that people as robot tech to sort of solve the issue we've created over here. Then... Or I suppose, slip relays would probably also solve it. And we certainly want slip relays for other reasons. We cannot do anything with this and a slip relay down there. That does not actually help. Nor does it, like, pay off to do anything. Yeah, there's just no way to ever upgrade that world. Well, I shouldn't say ever. There's no way to upgrade that world without, Spacetime stuff. Spacetime shenanigans. I kind of want to do this just to upgrade the rate of Isium payout. I think that's probably a good idea. More Isium. All the time. Always. Really? This doesn't reach? No, that totally... Again, the alt thing does not know how to cope with the energy. That's just free energy and also making things successful. I don't actually know where this energy wants to end up, but we have it. We can do stuff with it. So... Slipstream is... next year. So we're pulling in 14 Isium per turn? 16, in fact. Our happiness is not great. Our number of prosperous planets is not great. But, okay, we're working on it. We're working on it. So... how are we going to fix our number of prosperous planets problem? Well, this helps. So you now need 2 more imports or exports. Actually, all that does is generate trade income, because there's no way we could ever level this up. And we do not score in this thing for having established planets. It's only planets that made it to the top. Yeah, we definitely need slip relays. That'll help a lot. And they're really, like, this is the only remnant world that is going to be levelable in any way. So we just got to figure out how to do that. Let's scout this way a little bit. If we could get a source of chips over here, then we could start up a bad mine, or we could send it here and then get some population to... I don't know what I would do with that. It doesn't help. We are already sending population down here, so it doesn't help with this. Microfactories. Microfactories would have been really good this time out. We don't have any remnant worlds we can help over here. You need an import route. I mean, let's go ahead and do that. How close are you to... Okay, so you need to export a single time, and then you will be prosperous. That definitely helps. And then we can, like, we can do a little bit of work down here. We could build up a prosperous network. Can I... Okay, no, it will not send over the chips, even though this is a world that takes chips, because we eliminated the chip need. Do you have enough? No, you need another import route as well. And at this point, you can only take energy. That helps. That'll help us push some stuff around. So you're going to need one more export. I mean, can we set up another power array? Not without picking up some more tech. Which we're not that close to. We'll get there. Alright, so that's all worlds that are close to prosperous, that are waiting to be able to be pushed prosperous. And once that's done, we'll be pretty close to that scoring threshold. Alright, we need to, I cannot connect to that. Well, shoot. Because we could have turned this into an energy plant, and then that would have given us vision over here and the ability to drop some probes in meaningful places, potentially. So, okay, this will get cleaned up when we have slip relays in a moment. So we're just going to have to sort of like pick a direction and go, I think. All of our current galactic concerns are best resolved by just being elsewhere. Okay, so... This doesn't... Oh, no, it totally does connect. Okay, so... We can get a good mine going here, then. So we might connect that through, maybe. I do think this is a good time for the slipstream relay. So you're gonna need people and or water. Okay. Okay, let's do that for sure. And then people and or water from relatively distant places. I don't know. I do wanna make sure that we get these resource shortages dealt with quickly, because they are causing us a lot of unhappiness, which is going to cost us a scoring threshold. And then... right now our Isium income is 19. We can push this up one more point. That's awkward. Okay, so we're gonna have to use a second thing no matter how we do this. I'm gonna do that for maximum reaching out into the void. Alright, and because the energy causes an extra one of those, that causes the energy from this planet to immediately fire. And then we want to... so you're going to need one more friendly planet feeding you energy, one more successful planet feeding you energy, and then you also need this to flip over. So I think the right thing to do is to feed that there, and then wait 2 months here, and we can save ourselves a month by picking up this technology. Although maybe I'd be better off just building the pair of gates and saving our science for a little infraspace mastery. That's probably true. Because the thing is, we need to, like, in order for this plan to work, I have to do a really goofy thing here. Alright. That allows me to do this, which gets us our tech discount. At a point when it probably no longer matters, but hey, we did it. So, we accomplished our goals. We got a 4 of 5 on that. We still want to push happiness up. We still want to try to finish making planets prosperous. And that's it. And those are the same task, right? Is there a way... No. There is not a way currently to push this world up. So how are we going to make things prosperous? You need 1 import or export, which I do not currently have for you. We may well end up in a place where our only real option is infraspace mastery on that one. But were that to get prosperous, this could still use a robot in. And that being successful would help with this, and then this thing just needs another mineral. And we only need to get, what, 5 more? We can do this. We can do this. So you need to send anything out or receive robots. Well, perhaps unsurprisingly, you are already receiving the maximum number of robots and sending out the maximum amount of water and stuff. This could be a case where we just end up building dummy labs just to dump products, which, you know, it's not awful. It turns out it did make 2 worlds prosperous, so it's probably worthwhile. You can't be prosperous because you're an Isium mine. You need to just deliver. So this is a good one because where this delivers, we're probably going to be able to create an energy with it to feed something else, right? you need an import route. Are any of the worlds over here things that we could turn into... No, they are not. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, this thing is screwing up my happiness real bad. Excuse me, real bad. Okay, let's definitely grab Infraspace Mastery. Starbirth works on mineral, lava, desert, and iceball planets. Would we be better off with Starbirth? Does that solve our problems more effectively? It works on desert planets, right? And it only costs a single month. That is pretty good. But Infraspace Mastery allows me to interfere with things like over here. Yeah, let's... We're talking about a much greater time expenditure, but... It solves a larger number of problems. Okay, so we just need one more import here. You also need an import. And now that you've done that, we can do a little bit of finagling with the infraspace relays. Oh, hey, tasks, sure. Decline. 2 more. We need 2 more. And then Empire Happiness is, you know, just gonna buoy up as we do this. So, we could really use some goods up here. We do not have any goods. What we do have is energy. But with energy-driven industry, it does suck a little bit to use energy for this task because it produces an extra person that we don't necessarily have a use for. I mean, we're definitely still in a place where that is affecting our happiness. Well, I guess let's do it, though, because we actually do not have a source of goods. Right? We're not producing goods, like, anywhere. We were very busy doing other things. Alright. Did I grab the wrong... Oh, we have $28. I had not noticed. Well... Yeah, it turns out you can totally still run out of money in the late game. It is an actual concern. Do we have any asteroids that are worth more than 6? Okay. Take that. Okay, more successful world connections. So now we just need to get one person off of this rock and onto any other rock. And there's gotta be a place that wants a person income, right? Actually, maybe not. We have done a pretty good job of keeping people going in the places they need to be going in. And we don't have this. Although we will. So we could use this person to fix that. Which would not make this world... Well, it gets us close, though. We could do this, and then connecting these with that tech would do that. So where else do we have a play? Where else do we have a thing we want to do? That's probably enough prosperous worlds, though, right? No, that'll get this one flipped. We still need to make sure we're doing one more. So you need to output robots to somewhere that needs robots. I mean, this is right here, but is there a place we could do it that's a little bit more effective? That will actually do something with the robot? No, not really. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to be picky about it. Okay, so that's prosperous. This is prosperous. And then we just need to do things to improve happiness, which is, for the most part, going to be continuing to make stuff prosperous, I guess, because every prosperous world does get an approval bonus for you. It's like this connects here very nicely. And then we need water or person in from someplace that is at least successful. So here. And we've run out of money again. Gosh, and there are so many places where we have an asteroid that contributes just $6. Yeah, and that is all this world needs. It does suck a little bit to be spending time like this. But we've just run plumb out of dollars. Alright, that's good. We pick up sweet cybernetic bodies. Amazing. 139. We're so close. We're so close. I need to prosperous up one more world, right? And then we have an almost perfect score. And we didn't even miss this by all that much. I'm pleased with my play there. Pleased enough, I'll say. So I need to make one more world. Actually, even moving a world up to successful would be good enough. Because there is a 1-point happiness boost at successful. So you need robot or person. Person also works at this point. We have robot, though. Oh, no, sorry, you're already receiving robot from that. Boy, this is not easy. Can we... Okay, it says this'll work. Damn it. Must blow up asteroids. Nope, that one's not actually connected to anything. There we go. Okay. That finishes it. We now have all of the points that we can have. So I'm just going to hit skip to next year twice. Isium has proven itself to be a potent asset, especially with the right technology. We know the forebears used it. The references to the material are surprisingly scarce in our archaeological sources. So, nearly perfect score. First time out. I don't feel too bad about that. And that unlocks the ripples in space. So, Isium sector was one of the types of sectors that sometimes appears on the map that we could not yet go to. I believe the other one was called Darkened. So we'll maybe play another couple of these and see if we can't unlock whatever that other type is before we potentially go back to doing other stuff. Like I said, I don't know exactly how long this series is going to be. I'm going to continue playing the game for a long time myself, but I don't know how long it will stay that scintillating content that everybody is clicking on ads for. In any case, that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we're just going to keep working through this campaign for the moment. And we'll see you then.